just mostly their tails spinning here with some cryonic and regular stitches. So that's what I've done. And also been working on something else. It's this Dimensions little kit that I played with mostly while sitting around in hospital waiting for my dad to be admitted, and then while waiting for him to come out, and a little bit in the airplanes when I couldn't reach my mermaids. And this is how much I've done. So mostly I just worked one color and started the second. So as you can see, I started at the very edge, so just like a light blue color, and just started doing now second color that goes more inside. So that's what I've done so far on this Love Snow Globe ornament. And as you see in front of you, I finished 18th page of George Washington project of my blob of a sky, as I call it. So it's just over one page left, page and a little bit left, and I would be done with 2 rows out of what, 10 rows or something. So 2 rows was my looked for limit in 1 year, which is going to be February 22nd, since we started February 22nd of 2018. And so far I'm still ahead of myself, but it does take a toll when you have to do same thing like over and over and you don't see anything else coming out, you know, no little fragments. So it's just this grayish and bluish color. So that's that. Yesterday I had my birthday celebration, which was also at the same time as one of my best friends here graduation. She finally graduated University of Missouri St. Louis, UMSL as we call it short, and it took her 6 years to finish it since she was working at the same time. So yesterday was graduation ceremony, so I'll put at the end little video and pictures of how it's going in American university. I don't know if that's the same in every, but if you're in a different country, it might be looking different. But anyway, today is very warm, and we got finally purchased like a coffee table with side tables for living room. We never had a set, it just had some kind of mismatched tables. But yeah, so we got the tables. I'm excited. But right now it's just you know, Christmas shopping and hurrying and have it done. I haven't purchased anything yet from a stitches stuff, but I'm planning to do before New Year. And right now I just need to stitch. And I think that's it. Oh, and in our church we have like secret Santa thing going on for those less able children who had a couple items put on their wish list, and we bought a bicycle for one boy that we never met him, but I hope he's gonna be very excited. He wanted a certain size bike, and we got it. I made a bow, made a huge tag for him, so hope he really likes to ride it and enjoy it. And I think it made us all feel better that we can provide something like this for less fortunate kid and make one of his wishes come true. So I would suggest doing at least something very small for others, because you'll feel much better. And with that, I think I'll finish, so you don't have to stare at this blob of my George project. So I'll put a little video at the end here of graduation ceremony, and I'll talk to you probably at the very end of this 2018 year. Until then, this is Jurgita of Magic Pollen Crafts, and if you like my video, click like. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to see more, please click subscribe. and you can put any comments or share some stories or anything like that. I always love to read it, and you can put that down below. So until next time, bye bye. Iki. Hello everyone, this is Jurgita of Magic on Crafts, and what you're seeing is a place called Balanced Coffee and Tea in Belleville, Illinois, USA. And it's a coffee shop that used to be a rail station, so you can see kind of theme, and that's where they ground the coffee. So I have a Girl Scout stuff here. In the bags there's like t-shirts, very cool t-shirts, and drinking bottles, and it's very neat place. And they use biodegradable coffee cups to go, and there's an area for kids to play with, so it's very neat. And what I'm doing while I'm waiting is I'm working on this love ornament by Dimensions. I started this while waiting for my dad to be admitted to the hospital for a bunch of different testing back in Lithuania. So that's the only time I worked, and that's what I've got so far. So you can see just like all that blue stuff around the edges, very edges. So that's kind of started with the edges. And I just keep my threads in the same pilot that it came. Just needed scissors, and I have a needle, and it's plastic canvas again, so it's easy to work. Go through the holes, and I just tuck it in all the threads that need to be. You can't do any small pin stitches. So that's it. I don't know how much I'll do because I keep getting interrupted by people. And I have a cappuccino. So they decorate in this primitive-ish kind of rustic style. That goes well. And I'll show you at home what I've been working past quite a few days to finish. So I'm home and just finished page 19. And you see how little is going to be left on the very edge of the project. So that's going to be row 2. It's exciting. I think I finished the page, which is starts page here. As you see, kind of needle, or it was 18. Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, finished that in about what, 5-6 days. So I had kind of less sleep, but it was very exciting. I was like possessed working in this. Couldn't stop, couldn't think about anything else, any other projects. Just wanted to get as much done as possible. I'll be going with the family out of town for Christmas, and after Christmas, a visitation with the husband's side. And I'm not going to be able to touch this work. I'm not taking this, of course, with me. And when I come back right before New Year, I'm gonna finish this part so I can greet New Year with 2 full rows. So that would be 2 months ahead of a schedule at least for work. So that's my George Washington project, and I'll show you what I've done on other ones. We are at the pediatrician's office, get the flu shot. Wow, look at that holiday thing, yeah. All the decorations everywhere. Neat. And they have this lamp there. It's very cool. Christmas is everywhere. It's evening on the 21st. Came back with my kids. All 5 of us actually got a flu shot today, a little bit late, so our arms is gonna be sore until tomorrow. So we have one more day before we have to travel. Get ready for Christmas. So as you can see, this is Beloved by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it has 27 colors. And what I'm working right now, at least until end of tomorrow, is page 5. If you remember, or if you're new, I'll tell you, I'm working on this soft Ada that's 14 count. So sorry, it's in the dark. So this is his eyes, and I'm doing 4 threads over one, like a 10 stitch, and I'm just mixing all kinds of stuff. So this would be the page 5 up to like about here. So I'm gonna be working that. I'll show you also of snow globe, how much I've done. So that's what you can see. I finished all the blues, and right now started with the whites. So Santa, you can kind of see his face is gonna be here, he's behind here, and the feet and the wheel and of the like a bicycle. So that's that, and I don't know how much I'll be done because my arm is a little sore, but I'll be working that until I can't work no more. So that's all for now. House of Stitches, right. Owner Linda. So you come in through the door, I just can't follow that and we got the snow falling, which not supposed to be. She has tons of stitch stuff and cross stitch, and like you can see, punch needle, lots of it. The store is located in LaPorte, Indiana. I think Vanna Pfeiffer, I think is kind of sort of local here. There's quite a few YouTubers that go here. And Lindy Stitches Trunk Show also. So for those of us who are Jane Austen fan, that's beautiful. And I know quite a few of you guys stitched this. I don't know, Michelle Bendy, if you've done it. So there's a Bennett, all the little things, lots and lots of things, and Foxwood, lots of samplers. You can see lavender and lace. So you have silk threads, cryonic, any thread you need, different types of styles, patterns for everyone, of course. And then you have pamphlets, cloth, lots and lots. As you can see, on the back there is a fabric. Got plenty of fabric in here, and they do framing themselves, so you can kind of notice Rosewood Manor. There's Shepherd's Bush samplers, stitched Sweetheart Tree, lots and lots. Plenty of Lizzie Kate still left, so you can call and get them. Blackberry Lane designs, some Shepherd's Bush stockings left, drawn thread. Let's see what's next. Glendon Place. You can see the styles. Stitch. No, that's interesting lady right here. Mel Hill button beads. Hinzai mani di donna. La di da. And you just turn the tables, Victoria, Hardanger, just Nan. Those are cute. And Rosewood Manor, and she has lots of just Nan, the little thingies, like cubes. I got fabric for that. And the Stony Creek. And again, turning the little table of Lizzie Kate. Country Cottage, all the kinds of extras. By Christmas, lots and lots. I spent 2 hours and that felt like 1 second. Lots of Mill Hill kits and a wall of Mill Hill beads and the treasures. Some magazines. Let's see, let's go this side quickly. Sweetheart Tree, and she has some Mirabilias, Nora Corbett's, John Clayton, if you're looking for John Clayton designs, some winter time. And Butterner Road, this one I don't know whose, but there's a little clock. Wigs Dye Works, $10, and then you can tell Mira again. Cute. Every corner is covered. Classic Color Works is here. Some more patterns, all in those bins. Scissors and lots of threads, Valdani, etc. Silk threads. They have boxes you can stitch and perforated paper, and you have different threads, rayon floss. All of those deep are Kreinik. And then you come in here, little samplers, and you can see all along the walls. Still that. On the front, primitive stitcher. So that's, you can see Michigan City LaPorte area. So that's what it looks like in here. Good morning, everyone. This is New Year's Eve, December 31st, and New Year is coming, and my eldest son's birthday is coming today, so he's gonna have a bunch of big boys staying overnight, celebrating New Year, etc. So what you see here is delicious stuff. It's like butter braid. And the one I'm holding unused is a cherry, and this one is apple. And I got this container as one of my Christmas gifts, so it has a handle, and it expands to shorter or longer lengths. And this lid is actually a cutting board, but that thing is delicious. Everybody who tries it loves it. It's a flaky pastry with sweet goodness that usually fundraisers in the schools and stuff do. But I decided to try this container. It kind of expands the length too. So And apparently handle is like if you have a dry area or something, you just lower the handle to cover the holes. So that was one of my Christmas gifts. Another one I got is for a brown sugar holder. So I'll show you in a minute. So is this thing that you can see, it's it has a measuring here on top, but you open the lid, so it's kind of a little bit tighter. It has a rubber, kind of like an insert here, so it's tight. And this is stoneware piece that's supposed to keep my sugar all nice and not dry up in the clumps. So we'll see how this works. Don't remember which company makes it, but kind of close it tight. But these are some of my gifts I got. Delicious stuff. Have to do some shopping, prepping for New Year, cleaning out some Lego pieces. So I'll be showing you some other stuff today. Well, hello, it's New Year's Eve, and I'm showing what I've done to my beloved. As you can see, that's about where the page ends, so I didn't fully finish the page, which is page 5. So I know I'm not gonna finish it before the year ends, which is like in 20 minutes. At least in US time, but that's what I've done. I've been working for the past few days for this, and I'll show you what else I've done since the last time I talked to you. And this is my dimensions globe. As you can see, what I've done is just was working a little bit more white at the bottom. I worked on the trip partially to my sister-in-law's house and then on the way back home, and so I did just some of that, and I worked mostly on a trip on my memorabilia, which I'll show you in a second. And here it is, Mermaids of Deep Blue. As you can see, I've done much more work. So I worked on the way up there for a tiny bit, which is like a 6-hour drive, but it got dark very fast. I worked around the Christmas time. We spent a few days there, and then we went to see other relatives, so it would be like my husband's aunt, uncle, and cousin. His cousin's son turned 18 on Christmas Eve, so we spent a few days there. Visited my friend family. She's Lithuanian, my roomie, ex-roomie, and her family. Went shopping. They have in Michigan City, Indiana, they have a place called Lighthouse Mall. So where like a stores have products straight from manufacturers. For example, we needed to go to Samsonite's store, which produces suitcases and computer bags, because my husband's travel bag, suit bag, actually broken right when we got into a hotel there, so it was perfect timing to go shop for some more. And so those stores don't have a third party going in between, so you just kind of buy straight from them. So we did some shopping there. We went got some winter clothes too, and I'll show you next step in a few minutes you can say what I got for Christmas as a other stitchy stuff. But as you can see, I've done one of the mermaid's hair with some crying that I had with me. I didn't bring all of the crying. And that other mermaid, or just you see the beads where it's all empty spots. Other mermaid is growing and her hair is going to be tumbling down here, and empty spots is going to be some beads, crying, and the arms going up, which I'm hoping to do 1/1. I don't know about the color choices yet, since I'm kind of stuck on my Lady of the Flag. But as you can see, I've done all of back stitching already on the body part. That goes all the way here. There's gonna be some beads everywhere there, and the hair, of course, and other stuff. So it's fun to stitch. I didn't do any more markings except the where the middle part is, like a big giant cross. It would be like a giant 2x2, right? So Christmas, even in Wisconsin, was fairly cool but wet, and it was crazy. Too bad Black Cat Stitchery store was not open during holidays, but I did manage to go in LaPorte, Indiana, Stitch store, where I did some pictures and video. I'll put it on at the end of this video for you to look what I browsed. I kind of left my family in a hotel to fend for themselves, which they did by going in a pool for a bit. My husband worked on my new computer, which we bought on the way back from my sister-in-law from a Fry's store. So I'm finally getting my laptop again. Yay, Santa was nice to me. So maybe I'll be able to start doing my video editing in my brand new laptop, and I'll put in right now a picture of what it looks like. And I love it, since I'm born in like a red fiery dragon year, according to my mom. This was just meant to be a thing. We were looking for a fast speed, and that I could play games and do editing. So that's what was recommended. And of course, my husband knows more about them, so I let him to choose for me. And I love the color, of course. It's exciting. So I'll show you right now what I've got for my stitch stuff. So part of this are these threads. I asked for certain patterns, but I don't remember what did I ask for. And we'll see. I'll have to look it up, which project I was kitting up for to get those. But these are beautiful colors, and I love this Mediterranean Sea. It's, as you can see, it's very variegated, nice, beautiful colors. So those were the threads, and I finally got my DMC color palette, and this one is a new with the real thread. As you can see, it's a real thread here, and it has all the new colors in here. It shows what kind of thread is what. You see all the shiny stuff and the variegated thread. And I know some of the dimensions, patterns that are not easy to find, but I could possibly get the conversion chart with the DMC colors. I love those, like a turquoise colors. So I might be able to convert to some DMC colors. Right now I also gonna have to start looking for a Krynic color palette, but that was exciting. Another thing I got was some resin play kit that I want to play around with to see. I guess that would be my another hobby that I've been looking at a lot. I want to make possibly like a chess set for one of my sons, because both of them are in the chess teams in their schools. So that would be exciting gift with their own colors to color resin. So I got that for a gift. Right now it's set put aside right now, and I'll show you what I actually purchased at Stitch store. So the store is called House of Stitches, and owner Linda is usually there pretty much all the time, and she has 1 or 2 helpers that work there, and they do the framing. You can find all kinds of things online, and if you don't see, you can ask her, and by email or a phone call, and you would get your answer. So that's from House of Stitches. I was collecting for some memorabilia patterns. So this is like a black beads for some, I don't remember which one. I wrote down, and I had like, you'll see, I had only a couple hours to look around and shop, and it's packed. And Linda Stitch's trunk show was there at the same time, so you'll see that. But mostly I was trying to look at some fabric, because as you know, when you look for yourself is different. And for example, what you see here is much brighter than regular. We'll see how it looks without my natural light. Oof. So that's kind of what it still doesn't show exact color, but it's similar. Anyway, it's just darker with more greener stuff. So what I like that what Linda does is she puts down what it's usually for, if we know what the project. But like this fabric I thought would be great for one of mermaids, for memorabilia, so I just asked for a fat quarter. And like this, I was gonna try for Mermaid of Atlantis. So this is called Sea Spray. It's not over-dyed fabric. I wasn't sure if it would work. I said if not, then for something else. Of course, it's a linen. You can tell by the fabric. And she measures up and gives advice. We looked and looked, and it's again not as bright as it looks on a camera. Then another one, I just said put down a bat. I have a pattern already with all the threads, everything for my bat. I think it's called like a Von Baron bat or something like that. So I'm doing that on 36, I think, as suggested on 36. So got that, and this might be for Mirabilia or Nora's sleigh. And if I like it, I can do probably on the same fabric all of, or at least start on reindeer. So I wasn't sure if this would work. I have fabric that it was suggested. It was like a twilight blue or something, but it was just so dark. And even when we looked at the fabric in store, a couple different pieces were there, and they really were different in dyeing shading. One was much lighter than another, so that was kind of weird. But I thought it was a little bit way too dark and gloomy. Original. Maybe I got the darker part when I ordered from 123 Stitch. So that's this. And the last one I got for Jasmine reindeer cube. That I think I need mostly just fabric. So this is much softer than some of these fabrics. And I got only one pattern. It's by Shepherd's Bush. It's called Sadie's Stocking. And while we were cutting fabric, somebody called in and was searching for some kind of stocking from a shepherd's bush lady's been collecting, and Linda just took one and put it aside. So I've never tried this kind of more primitive style, but I might try one and see if I like it. Then I might be hunting for another ones. So that's all I've got from House of Stitches. It was first like a snowflakes at that time showing up while I was in the store. It was supposed to rain, but we saw a little snow. So that's all I've got to show you, and I'm off to celebrate a new year and being my son a full adult without the drinking, of course, possibility, since in America you have to be 21 to be able to drink, but 18 you have a full adult responsibility in society. Strange, right? Anyway, he doesn't wanna start drinking alcohol at his age, which I'm glad. And just to show you that I like all kinds of styles, I still have my witchy girl, and haven't named her yet. So if you have any idea what it could look like to you, what she looks like to you, put it down below. And I keep my scarab because I like Egypt stuff that I got from King Tut's probably exposition here in St. Louis. So I think that's it for now, and I hope you all have a great new year. I know it's a pig's year, so we'll be digging through our patterns and working easily and hard and happily through all of them in this upcoming 2019. I'll be making hopefully all my whip parade and my plans for 2019 very soon. So that's all for now. You can find me on Instagram too under the same name as my channel, and don't forget to click like and subscribe, and put some comment down just to say hello at least, and a happy new year. Bye everybody. Ike.